Morning everyone, how you doing? So welcome to part 3. So as you can see, I've uncovered it. It's all looking quite nice. Looks like it's all nice and dry. I've unmasked around these edges where all the tape nut was, and I've started working underneath here. Been going through the brakes, been tidying up under there where we got a bit of overspray and stuff, etc, etc. So I'll spin you around, I'll show you what's what, and let's get up to date with where we are. As you can see in there, I've masked off around the edges of the arch and stuff, and I've just blacked everything just to make it look a bit tidier. Done the top of the shock mount as well because that had some sort of bubbly rust and that on it, so to protect that. I've had the brakes apart, as you can probably see. I made a mess on the floor and all the everything's all spinning nicely, all the sliders are nice and loose, looking good. All uncovered, not looking bad. Apart from obviously that front door still needs a lacquer. But yeah, kit's come out and everything really nicely. Looking really good. All the repairs are gone. Remember that big split over there we had when we first started? Look at it now, you never know that was there. Or ever been there. Lovely. I've done the same on this side. Blacked all underneath. Just so it looked tidier, going through the brakes again. The old spoiler's still sitting over here. Once I finish the back end, I'm going to get down there on that front end. I'm going to get this all fitted. That's my plan anyway. So, what I've been up to is I've picked the worst wheel out of the bunch of what we cleaned up in the last video, put it on the other side, and I've been in all the little spokes using the old tar remover. Got all the tar off, got them as clean as I can possibly get them, apart from obviously the scratches and stuff. Then I've been in with a silver touch up, and I've touched up all the little scratches, all the little marks that I can find around the body of the wheel. Not looking too bad. I pulled the centre cap out, I've re-sprayed the centre cap, and I've blacked the middle emblem of the centre cap. So I took that apart. I'll show you in a sec, we'll spin around and have a look. And we're starting to get there, so I'll spin you around and get you up to date with what we've been doing. And it's looking okay. If that's the worst wheel, then the other three are going to look really good. I'm only going to put the 2 back on at the moment, because obviously the front are going to need 2 tyres replaced, so I'll go and get that done as well. And I have on the front here, on the driver's front, I've got to take the hub and stuff off and get to the drive shaft, because can't think of the name of it. The ABS ring, basically, the little T4 around the drive shaft. Well, my one's cracked and come apart, so it's making the brakes judder. I've got a new ring sitting in the car ready to go, so I'll have to strip that down and do that. I'll pop you in and just show you a couple of bits of that, but what I'll do with that is I'll do a proper how-to video, so if someone needs to do it, that'll help them out. I noticed on my channel, if I put out the how-to stuff and go step by step on how to do things, I'm getting loads and loads of comments off people saying, thank you very much for helping me fix my car. They've had to go out on a weekend or something like that. And I'm getting like tens of thousands of views on them videos. So I'm glad to help a few people out. That's all good. So let's spin round and I'll show you what's what and where we are right now. So we're round here at the moment. There's the other 3 wheels. There's the one we put on. As you can see, not looking too bad at all. Been scrubbing away for quite a while. Has got a few little bits on it, but nothing to worry about too much. So that's looking nice. I actually used the Autogreen intensive tire remover on this one, and it seemed to work pretty well. So I'll use that again. And over here, as I said, I've got the centre cap here. I've been spraying the old centre cap just with a tin of silver, and I've took the emblem here out of the middle that normally sits in there like so. Just thought it'd be different to have a black emblem. That sort of goes with the theme of the car. Got the tinted windows, got the black surrounded lights, that sort of thing. So I just thought that sort of blended in with what's been what. Makes it slightly different to everyone else's, doesn't it? That's what it's all about, making it stand out. Hence why I put the kit and stuff on. Just making it different to any other Meriva sitting out there for sale. As you can see, I've bolted up all this side of the bumper. It's all sitting lovely. Still haven't flattened them down or nothing yet. This side I haven't done any more with yet. Still poked out like so. So I'll be getting in there in a minute and getting that all bolted up too. And then we'll offer a wheel to this side and see what's what. What I normally do is with the shocks and stuff like these, as you can see, just with a little finger wipe, they clean up really easy. So what I normally do is just get a bit of cleaner and clean them all up, and you know, on the springs and stuff like that as well. And they'll look pretty good. Just makes the, you know, keep things good. They last longer. So I've been really busy for hours now, and as you can see, there's a big hole in the back of the, probably still a dented boot. Glass is over here. Whew, what a nightmare to get that out. This took me a long time, but I've done it. Also done that wheel, and that wheel. Haven't quite done the centre caps for that one yet. You obviously know about that one. I've got the other boot up on top of here, and I've been on the other side. Probably not going to be able to see very well, but I managed to get all that glass off around the edges. So that's sorted that out, but now I've got to swap everything inside this boot. I know I mean wire and pipe work, boot locks, light switch, little rubbers for when it come down and hang, and you know, when it settles properly so it sit properly, etc, etc. Because this one is completely bare. There's nothing in it whatsoever. And the other thing is, when I move it about, it's full of glass, so I need to get in there and I need to get that all hoovered out, so that's my next job. But yeah, I'm getting on nicely. The last little trim centre is there, and they should be probably drying out to go on the other one. Been busy. did actually hoover all the boot and everything up, but now it's all full of tools and stuff from doing this job. So you can't wing, can you? I've been through the car and took out any rubbish or anything, give it a quick hoover. And yeah, just basically been doing whatever I can. But it's quite nice to see the car and all its alloys now starting to look pretty good. Need to get this boot off now because that's just looking ugly. So as you can see, completely bare stripped out boot. It's been fun having to run it all through. This is all the wiring to go back in the other boot. This is like the squirty bits that come across to the side and go in the back of the spoiler. I'll show you that. It's over here. And that basically connects onto the back of the squirties there, and that's how you get your squirties in the windows. And the rest of it is all sitting in here. Boot lock's all working. All working as it should. Everything's all wired up. These wires are to go up on the heated windscreen, but I can't put them in until the window's back in. Same on that side. Otherwise, we're all panelled up, we're wired in. Pretty good. Whew, it's took a little while. Been a bit of a pain, but we're getting there. Morning all. Whew, I'm probably looking a bit rough and tired. I literally only had a few hours sleep, but I'm back in again, and we're back on this lot again. So today I need to get this rubber trim that's all the way around the window off. I've obviously got to put new bonding on there to stick it into the old boot. So that'll be my first job. And then we've got to work out how to get the actual boot off the car. Swap that onto the other one. And then we've got a load of sticky stuff and stuff to get off the other side of that one, which I forgot all about. So I need to look at that as well. So let's get started. So basically what I'm doing is just cutting along with the knife. Yeah, if it's really, really hard to do, just do what I've done and heat up a knife till it go red hot with a blowtorch or something like that, and then just cut yourself along. Now it's important to leave a little bit of rubber on the window, not too much, just a very, very tiny amount. You know, sort of half a mil or something like that. And the same on the boot that you're going to put it on, if you can as well. Because when I put the priming stuff on, which you have to put on before you put the sealer on, that will eat into that and then basically create a new chemical reaction where it eats this stuff into the new stuff into the boot. If that makes sense. So it's actually better to have a bit of that there than it is to remove the whole lot. And don't get me wrong, I can remove it all quite easily if I wanted to. I say quite easily, it's a bit of a painstaking job. It's not fun, but it just has to be done. It's one of those jobs. So I'll spend sort of 15-20 minutes cutting around there and get this all off. So this is basically what comes off. This is all the sealer all cut. I put a bit in the bin as well. I just thought I'd show you. But it's come out alright, as you can see. There's a very, very tiny thin layer left all the way around the window. And that's all ready to hoover up, clean right down, and then that primes and sticks back on. So I've disconnected everything from the boot. I just hope it's not going to fall on my head now, because nothing's holding it in. Got a broom holding it up. It's really a two-man job, but there's only me here at the moment, so. Just being very careful not to scratch the rest of the paintwork. Yeah, lovely jubbly. Stick it down out the way. I don't actually think there's anything on there we need now. Might be, there's a badge and stuff in the middle, but whew, we're starting to get somewhere now. I definitely have a fun job putting it up there myself, but I've got a load of stuff to do on the other side of the boot first. So this is my next job. I've spun it over. Obviously the actual boot's in really good condition, which is nice. Even the chrome strip isn't bad. There's a couple of tiny little bubble bits on it, but nothing to worry about. But this is the bit I've got to sort out. Sticky, yucky, and there's even glass bits all stuck to it as well. It's going to be a pain. I've got to take some more of this rubber off around the edges. It's still too thick. And then as I say, I've got all this sticky stuff to take off all the way across there. All the way along the top here. Yeah, I'm going to be busy, so I'll start tackling that. Let's see if we can get some of this glue off. And what I'm going to try is this tile remover, because that normally gets rid of adhesive and stuff as well. As you can see there, it says on the tin, and that's an intense one. So let's see if that actually gets any of this off, because this is mega gluey. Let's have a go, shall we? I'm hoping it's going to work, because otherwise I'm going to have to go and get myself something like a toffee wheel, or just going to have to spend loads of time really going at it, which I don't really want to be doing. I've got to be really careful as well, because there's all glass stuck in it, which I'm trying to chuck into the bin as I do it. That'd be pretty impressive if this just wipes off. That's lifting bits. It is lifting it. Wow. Now that's pretty impressive. To be fair, I weren't expecting that to do that. That's actually done a really good job of that. Obviously, if you're doing this sort of job, be careful of the bits of glass, because there's loads of them still. But as you can see, that's literally removing it, which is awesome. Let's get rid of the tire at the same time, which we're going to have to do on the whole boot anyway, but I think you get the idea, and you can see it's actually done a really good job. I'll take you in close and show you properly. But that I'm pretty shocked about. It's literally removed all of that. And that took, what, 1 minute? Quite impressive. You can see the condition that's in now. I'll spend a bit of time and I'll bring you back hopefully in less than 10 minutes, and that'll all be off. Well, I'm very, very impressed with that. It took me about 10 minutes and that's all off. Obviously I've still got to buff the boot and everything. Found a couple of scratches I didn't really want to find, but yeah, that stuff's pretty good. It works pretty well. I won't tell you about stuff that don't work. I'll only tell you about stuff if I use it myself and it actually works, which is why you don't see me sort of plugging too much stuff on the channel. But if I use it and it works and it does a job like that, then I will tell you about it. So I've had to have a recut all the way around the edge because that was far too thick. Now, as you can see, it's nice and thin. Just need to give it a good old clean up now, get all this green and horrible stuff out. And what I did forget to do was the top half of the boot. Bit of glass there, let's get that off. Put that ready for the rubbish. I've got the old centre cap, it's all ready for the front wheel now. So we're about to put that all together and put that in, and then that'll be the wheel done. But now I'm going to get this all hoovered up. I'll do it off camera, I'll get this all cleaned up, then we'll move on with this boot. Remember them horrible number plates that were all smashed and looking a mess? We got new ones. Lovely jubbly. This one's the front. Obviously the blue cover will get peeled off. I've already just put the rear one on. Looks so much better. Would you paint the silver screws, the new screws, black to blend in with the letters, or would you leave them like that? Let me know in the comments below. Yep, lovely. It's going to look so much better. All the little finishing touches will make a big difference. And that's the in. Nice. All lined up perfect. All along the bottoms, all along the top. Wiper motor's obviously in, but not connected yet, because I've got to turn it over and bolt it in. All the lines are perfect. All the edges are perfect. Pretty good. Exactly what you want. Couldn't really ask for any better. Alright, it's got to sit there and dry now. So I'm going to give it a while before I try and attach it to the actual car, because I don't want it sliding down and there's a gap along the bottom of the window and that can slide down and actually touch the boot instead, which we don't want it to do. That'd be a bit of a pain. So we'll leave it like that for a bit and find something else to do. Gonna tidy up all this lot I've been using to get as far as I have so far. So that's all the front body kit all fitted. Looking pretty good. Gone on there quite nicely. I've tape it up all night just to get it, you know, sort of lined up and everything, and just to stay in place. And then it's all drilled and screwed in. Not bad. So you got the old passenger door all blended in. Got 3 more coats of lacquer on it, and I've sanded it all back, buffed it in, and as you can see, blends into all the other colours now. It looks really, really good. No fadey, horrible colour. Just lovely shiny paintwork. Lovely, look at that reflection. Ooh, starting to look pretty good. It's getting a nice shine.